guys and guys, it's Anpu Moon, and you're watching The Dark Side of the Moon, where we talk about spiritual matters, mental health, and anything else that might pop up on my mind. Today we're going to be talking about riding the emotional wave and how to use your emotions to supercharge your life, get through depression, get through a lot of other things, and just kind of learning to sit and go with the flow versus rather against the flow and being thrown to the wall, to the concrete, because you're not going with the flow of your own emotions. So I want to start off with, okay, you know how it goes. So I want to start off with me, as me being the prime example. I like to take alchemical symbols and I like to understand them in a grander scope and just look at them and reflect them on my life. So in this case, we're going to be using the yin and the yang, which is like, the two sides, the light and the dark, and how the dark has the light in it and the light has the dark in it. And now we're going to take those apart and we're going to it should already be like this, but we're going to take those apart and you're going to see that it's a wave. And that's kind of life, you have your ups and you have your downs. So it's best that you ride the wave instead of going against the wave. So when you feel low, experience those low emotions. Go in your room and cry your ass off. If you're feeling down and low, that's the best remedy, I promise you, and sleep. Ride that emotional wave, feel those emotions, don't ignore those emotions. The moment that you ignore those emotions, they sit inside of yourself and become a deeper problem, and they become a deeper rooted problem, and you will hold on to emotions for fucking 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, years, fucking generations, and then it ends up becoming a bigger issue, a bigger problem, and then you're drinking and you're throwing bottles at people walking down the road and people just don't like you, just because you could have sit there and experienced your emotions if you just allowed yourself to just feel your emotions, feel your anger, feel your frustrations. You're allowed to feel these emotions. They are your emotions. Ride the emotional wave. And when you ride the emotional wave, you come from that low, you go into the high, and you're like, okay, I can appreciate this high even more, because I know that when I felt like down here, when I was down here in this low, I didn't like it. But now that I'm up in this high and I really experience my emotions, I can really appreciate this moment even greater than I did last time, And then the wave will start to look like a little bit more like an up wave, you know what I mean? And you just just going with the emotional flow, knowing that when you feel low, it's just because that's something that the universe is trying to teach you. Like, hey, you can feel any way you want to feel about anything in life. You have a choice about how you feel about whatever you feel in life. So imagine you were this super stoic guy, right? And nothing fucking knocks you down. And someone could come to your face and say, you are ugly. They just say that and you just like, no, I'm not. And so you have a choice. You could either be like, oh yes, I agree with you, and I totally believe everything that you just said to me, and I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna take that all in and I'm gonna cry about it. And now I'm not trying to put nobody down or nothing. I'm just simply saying that life is reactionary. So how you choose to react is how everything's gonna flow, You can get mad and then everything will flow with that madness. You got people responding to you angry and you just now your whole fucking life falling apart. You just God, I was already mad, now you're mad and I'm mad at you for being mad and you mad and mad and mad. It's just a bunch of mad energy. And I say that to say that I don't know why I say that. That happens so often to me. It's just I'm going on a long tangent and it's just okay, whatever. Bring it home, Moon. Bring it home, goddammit. We don't understand what you're saying. Anyways, cut. Coming back. So yeah, ride the emotional wave. It is important that you understand your emotions by feeling your emotions instead of ignoring your emotions. Don't push your emotions away. They're yours. Experience them. Live them out. You're here to experience life and to enjoy and to also feel pain. And to allow that pain to teach you things so that when you are not in pain, you can implement those things that you learned so that you don't feel certain pains again. That's what I was bringing it back to. So stoicism, just kind of being in a way that you react react to life in a way that is not so like in it, where it's affecting you so much, where you're feeling the heavy amounts of emotion. Like you can sit in that low, and you can either be in that low and be like, okay, this does hurt me, but I can let it go, because what's holding on to it gonna do for me? It's not gonna do anything good for me. I'm feeling pain from this. It's not to say don't experience it, because you gotta experience your emotion. You gotta allow yourself to feel it, because it's gonna hurt even more if you don't. And you just ignoring this in the back of your mind. You know you got a headache back here, and you like, what is this headache coming from? It's emotions, bro. The energy sitting in your body, and you just letting it stay. That ain't fun. That ain't fun at all. But yeah, you know, I'm bringing it back. It's as simple as that. It's just ride the emotions. Keep your emotions. Keep them to you, or speak to them with your friends. But allow yourself to be inside of yourself. Allow yourself to experience the fullness of what it is to be you. You know, you don't have to be stoic all the time. You know, it doesn't help in every occasion, I will say that. But definitely just try it out. If you don't try it out, and you're the type of person who likes to just put their emotions to the side and not experience them because of society's way of saying that you'll be a punk if you cry about this, or you know, you're seen as weak for being emotional, like, nah, put that shit to the side, bro. Go ahead and cry. Let some tears out, man. Go find an external hobby where you can let the emotions out. If you want to go sing a song, write that song and just be like, I hate you all. It's better to do that than to go yell at somebody's face, or punch somebody, or shoot somebody, or, you know, do some other shit that you can just simply take it out. Not take it out on yourself, but just kind of sit in your own energy and experience that emotion, you know, and feel that emotion and let that emotion ride out, because it's not going to stay forever. It don't only stay forever. You choose not to experience it and feel your emotion, you know. It's the only time it's going to stay. Now, in some cases, that isn't always the case, because there are some extenuously painful experiences in life, like the passings of loved ones, the breakups, you know, just any kind of loss that it really meant something to you. It can be hard to break out of that emotional cycle, but like the 7 stages of grief, you must experience those 7 stages of grief. You must experience your emotions. You must, because if you don't, think about if you never unclogged a clogged up sink. If you never unclogged that clogged up sink, what is it gonna do? Is it just gonna unclog itself? There's some potential in that, depending on what you put in the sink, but there's a really low chance that it's gonna unclog itself unless you sit there and you allow your hand to go in there and you take it out and you really touch the mushy stuff in there. You're like, ugh, this is inside of the sink. Or you pour some Drano in there, and the Drano is in there like, ugh, this is inside the sink. Like, you know, and it, you know, it only works when you put in that energy, and you just like, okay, as much as it may hurt for me to experience this emotion, the only way I'm gonna let this emotion go is if I experience this emotion. It's like, gotta go in the jungle. It's my favorite saying, gotta go in the jungle, because no one's gonna go in the jungle for you. There's no way that someone else can come in and experience your emotion for you. That would be lovely. Here, take this emotion for me. I really don't want to experience that today and ever. You know, just take it. Here, I want to go do something else now. I wish, you know, stunt double. Get the stunt double too. Stunt double my emotions, please. But yeah, just to go back, rewind it and pull it back to the main topic here. Right, that emotional wave. Cry them tears out, man. They want to be cried out. And once you cry it out, you're gonna feel so much better. And life is just gonna flow with you, and you're gonna reach your abundance, and you're gonna reach your happiness, just because you just like, hey, fuck it. Moon! Busts out crying and niggas are like, oh my God, what's going on? That's funny. But anyways, I ain't got much to say about this topic. I appreciate you watching this video today. I'm gonna try to keep them short from now on. Some videos might be longer than usual because I might, be doing interviews or put together like tarot at the end of the videos. I'm still learning how this thing flows. YouTube is a whole nother world to me. But I do know if y'all like and subscribe, I get to get more views because more people know that I'm alive and I exist, and they can have a message so they can experience some unity, some love, some compassion from a unique soul who is just as unique as them, and feel not alone in this world. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, pass this message on, send it to your friends. Cherish this, put it in your playlist, your YouTube playlist. Just do what you gotta do. Love, Moon. And I'll send that love right back to you in some way, shape, or form. Anyways, again, the name is Anpu Moon. Thank you for watching The Dark Side of the Moon. Today's episode, again, was called Riding the Emotional Wave. Remember that it's always good to experience your emotions. Never throw your emotions out because they are yours. And, you must experience them if you really want to let them go. You must experience them if you really want to understand why you feel the way that you feel. And, yeah, all is love. Peace, goddesses, and gods. Stay safe.